Good morning, students. My name is Anuj Gupta. Today we'll start with another topic of chapter 1, class 11th mathematics. And in today's class, we'll start with the topic subset of the set R of real number, and another topic intervals as subset of R. In our last classes, we have done a basic introduction for the chapter set, in which we have done definition of set, second representation of set, then types of set, and in last class we have done subsets. Okay, in today's class we'll start with the next topic, subsets of the set R of a real number. Subsets of the set R of a real number. Okay, so this is our topic, this is our today's topic, subsets of the set R of a real number. Class C. In mathematics we have a real number family. We have a real number family, and in real number family we have so many types of number that are natural number we have, integers we have, rational number we have, and irrational number we have. Yes or no? 4 type of numbers we have done: natural numbers, integers, rational number, irrational number. Yes, we have whole number as well. Now we are looking for all subsets of the set R of a real number. Now first we create a set R. First we create a set R, and that set R contain all the value of x which is a real number, and I will write it is in a set builder form. R is the set which contain a variable x such that x is a real number. X is a real number. Yes or no? There is a set R which contain all the real number. Okay, now we are looking for all subsets of set R. We are looking for all subsets of set R. Now class, first we have a natural number set. First we have a natural number set, and in the set of all natural number, what we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so on. Yes or no? In a natural number set we have elements 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Now we know all these elements of set N is a member of set R. All the element of set N, all the element of set N is a member of set R. What does it mean? N is the subset of R. In last class I told you, if there are two sets A and B, and if all the elements of set A belongs to set B, then A is a subset of B. Similarly here, N is the set which have elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and these elements lie in a set R. It means N is a subset of R. I think this thing is clear to you. Similarly, we have another set of all integers. We have a set of all integers which is denoted by Z. Denoted by Z. Z denotes the set of all integers, and in a set of integers what we have? All the values which is starting from minus infinity and goes to the plus infinity. Yani ki there is a so many elements which are coming from the minus infinity, dash dash dash, then minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to plus infinity. Now see again, in a set of all integers, whatever the value we have, whatever the elements we have, these all elements of Z set is belongs to R, is belongs to R, is a member of set R. What does it mean? Z is a subset of R. Z is a subset of R. Yes or no? Z is a subset of R. Now again see, the element of set N, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these values, these elements lie in a set Z. These elements also lie in a set Z. What does it mean? N is a subset of Z as well. N is the subset of Z as well. Clear? What does it mean? if I equate this and this, so N is a subset of Z is a subset of R. N is the subset of Z is a subset of R. I think this thing is clear to you. Now we'll move the another set, which is a rational number set, which is a rational number set, and the rational number set is denoted by Q. The rational number set is denoted by Q. Let me take the brush. Yes, there is a set which contain all the rational number and which is denoted by Q. It is denoted by Q. It is denoted by Q. And in a set Q, what we have? We have a variable x such that x is equal to p upon q with a condition p and q are integers. P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, because if q is 0 then the given form is undefined. The given number is undefined. 2 upon 0, it is undefined term. 3 upon 0, it is an undefined term. Minus 5 upon 0, it is an undefined term. So we provide one restriction, what? P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Now class C, all the elements of set Q, all the elements of set Q, all the elements of set rational number is also belongs to the set R, is also belongs to the set R. So what does it mean? Q is a subset of R. Q is a subset of R. Initially what we have done? N is the subset of what? N is a subset of integers. Natural number is a subset of integers. Then integers are the subset of rational number, and then rational number is a subset of R. So please keep this particular property in your mind. Natural number is a subset of integers, are the subset of rational number, are the subset of real number. Clear this thing? So these are the subsets of set R of real number. So real number set के कौन कौन से subsets हैं? Natural number is there, integers are there, rational number are there. One more number we have, that is called irrational number. That is called irrational number, and irrational number is denoted by T. Irrational number is denoted by T. So in a set T, what we have? There is a variable x such that x is belongs to real number and x is not equal to, x is not belongs to, x not belongs to q, x not belongs to q. What does it mean? T subset, T is a subset of R and N is not a subset of T. N is not a subset of T. So please learn this particular condition for the subset of the set R of real number. N, will take brush, N is a subset of integers, are the subset of rational number, are the subset of real number. Irrational number is also a subset of real number. Natural number is not a subset of irrational number, and if natural number is not a subset of irrational number, what does it mean? Neither a integer nor a rational number is also a subset of a irrational number. Clear this thing? See, subset of set R of real number, this all we have done. The set of all natural number, the set of all integers, the set of all rational number, the set of all irrational number, which is denoted by T. I hope this topic is clear to all of you. Now next topic, moving to the next topic. The next topic is intervals as subset of R. Intervals as subset of R. I have taken this particular topic from NCERT. So class C, before starting this topic, let us take the types of interval first. How many types of interval as a subset of R we have? So first we have closed interval. Closed interval we have. Closed interval. Open interval. semi open interval, semi open interval and semi closed interval. 4 intervals we have. Semi closed interval. Now let us understand these all interval one by one. See, before starting this topic, let us take one example. There is a number line. There is a number line starting from minus infinity and ends up to plus infinity. Starting from minus infinity and ends to plus infinity. On a number line, we take 2 points. We take 2 points. We take 2 points, point A and point B. These 2 points denote the real number. These 2 points denote the real number such that A is lesser than B. A is lesser than B and A and B both are real number. Please learn this condition. There is a number line on which we take 2 points A and B. A is lesser than B and both these 2 numbers belongs to a real number. Okay class. Now we are looking for all the possible values for the set of a real number which lie between these 2 points A and B, including these 2 points as well. So we create one set. We create one set of all those values which lie between A and B, including A and B both. So how we can write? There is a variable x which belongs to real number such that x जो कि एक रियल नंबर है इज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू a but lesser than and equal to b, and this set and the set of all real number x such that x is greater than or equal to a but lesser than or equal to b is called a closed interval. Is called a closed interval. Closed interval, and it is denoted by this form. A square brackets, we have square brackets and square brackets, write down a comma b. All possible values of x which belongs to a real number such that that variable is greater than or equal to a but lesser than or equal to b. That interval is called the closed interval, and it is always denoted by the dark circle. It is always denoted by the dark circle. Okay, closed interval is clear to you. Second, we have open interval. Second interval we have open interval. Wait, I am taking the brush. Yes, second we have open interval. Now see, again we'll take one number line starting from minus infinity ends to plus infinity, and on a number line takes 2 real number. Take 2 real number a b. Okay, again we create a set of all real number which lie between these 2 value a and b. Here a is lesser than b. Both numbers belongs to a real number. Both the elements belongs to the real number of a number line. Clear? Now in open interval we are looking for the set of all real number which satisfy the condition x is greater than a but lesser than b. और इस केस में हम a और b वाली वैल्यूज़ को इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. क्लोज इंटरवल में हमने a और b वाली वैल्यूज़ को भी क्लोज्ड किया था. हमने उन दोनों को भी लिया था ब्रैकेट के अंदर, बट इस इंटरवल में हम a और b वैल्यूज़ को नहीं लेंगे. हम सिर्फ वो वैल्यूज़ लेंगे जो a से तो ग्रेटर है बट b से लेसर है. ओके, और उस सेट को हम क्या बोलेंगे? ओपन इंटरवल. और ओपन इंटरवल को हम कैसे डिनोट करते हैं? लाइक दिस, a कॉमा b. क्लोज इंटरवल के लिए हमने स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट यूज़ की थी. यहाँ पे हमने ये वाली ब्रैकेट्स यूज़ करनी है विच इज़ इक्वल टू x such that x is a real number, x belongs to real number and x is greater than a but lesser than b. x इज ग्रेटर देन a बट लेसर देन b. उसमें हमने क्या किया था, x इज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू a but lesser than or equal to b. But in open interval we are not taking the value a and b, we are taking all the possible values which is greater than a but lesser than b, and that interval is called the open interval as subset of R. Clear? Next interval we have, that is semi open interval. Semi open interval. Semi open interval. Semi open interval. Again we'll take one number line, okay, starting from minus infinity ends to plus infinity, and we'll take two values a and b. Okay, a is denoted by a circle and b is denoted by a dark bubble. Okay, b is denoted by dark bubble. What does it mean? In this interval we take all the values which is greater than a but lesser than and equal to b, lesser than and equal to b. So this particular interval can be denoted by semi open. Okay, semi open, then a and b values we have, then a square bracket. This particular symbol represents the semi open interval. This bracket represents the semi open interval, and in this interval we create one set which contain a variable x such that x belongs to R, x belongs to R, and x is greater than a but lesser than and equal to b, lesser than and equal to b. This is called your semi open interval. Now last interval we have, which is semi closed interval. Semi closed interval. Where is the brush? Wait. Semi closed interval. Semi closed interval. Now again take one number line starting from minus infinity goes to plus infinity. Take 2 points on a number line such that first point is denoted by a dark circle, and another point is represented by a circle only. It's a dark bubble and it's a circle. Okay, this point represent a and that one is represent b. A and b are the real numbers. This is our basic and necessary condition. A and b are the real number. Okay, and a is lesser than b. Now we are talking about the semi-close. Semi-close means we are looking for the set which contain all values of x such that x is greater than or equal to a but lesser than b. How we can write this? Semi-close interval starting with a square bracket a comma b, close the bracket, equal to x such that x belongs to R and x is greater than or equal to a but lesser than b. That particular set represent the semi-close interval. Semi-close interval. Now come to the topic. Here see interval as subset of R. Interval as subset of R. What we have done? We have done open interval. Yes or no? We have done closed interval. We have done semi open and semi closed. Where they are? Yes, this one. Okay, this one open interval and this one. Okay, so it is an interval as subset of R. In open interval, again I am telling you, see, these are the number lines. This particular number line represent the open interval, yes or no, which we write a comma b in this bracket. This one, this see dark circles, so this is a closed interval a comma b. See this one, starting one a is a dark bubble and that one b is your undark circle, so it represents the which one? Tell me. This belongs to semi closed and that one is your semi open, semi close, semi open. Okay, I hope this particular lecture will give you more important concepts, and it will so that you will easily solve the questions answers of the NCERT book. And if you have any doubt, any query, so please call me or WhatsApp me on my number 95710599923. Okay, in tomorrow's class we'll do universal set and power set. Thank you so much, class.